So first I'm just browning up the meat. Gonna get the meat all browned up, get my water boiling for the noodles so that'll get going. I love this recipe. I have cooked it as lasagna many times over the years. I've been giving Jen credit for years for this recipe and adapting things to be my own, like this lasagna bake version, you know, not just being the lasagna noodles. And if you do want to use lasagna noodles, I've done it with the oven ready noodles that the no boil. I've done it with boil it. I actually do like it doing with the no boil because the boiling of the noodles and getting the timing right on that can be kind of tricky. They get stick together and everything. So anyway, gonna get this going. I'm gonna salt my water for the noodles. So the meat is browned, but I'm gonna drain it. This was a really fatty meat. Okay, drain a little bit of the fat off. And now I'm just going to add some seasoning. I'm gonna add some garlic. I would say I do like teaspoon of garlic. And you can use garlic powder if that's all you have. That's fine too. Use what you have. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the exact recipe. It's still going to taste good. So I'm going to do a little bit of salt and pepper. Salt, pepper, a little bit more salt. And for 11 minutes. So I've got the garlic, the salt and pepper in. Now I'm gonna add my cream of mushroom soup. And a can of water. And then a can of tomato sauce. I'm gonna bring it back up to medium high so I can get to a boil. Going to add some Italian seasoning, also out of measure. It's probably a teaspoon also, teaspoon and a half. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil and then reduce it on low. Now that the sauce is up to a boil, I am going to reduce it on low, just so it can simmer and kind of marry together for a while, maybe like 15-20 minutes. The longer the better, obviously, but if you're on a crunch for time, it really doesn't have to come together that long because it's also going to cook together in the oven. Well, everything's, the noodles are boiling, the sauce is simmering. I'm going to shred up some Monterey Jack cheese. I like to do a 50-50 combo of Monterey Jack and mozzarella. Normally I use a Pyrex dish, like an 8x8 Pyrex dish, but that is currently occupied in my fridge right now. I'm marinating some chicken for tomorrow, so I'm going to use this 3-quart stoneware dish that I have. If you were making it as the lasagna, then you would use your, a 9x11. Either Pyrex or tin foil dish. If you're making it as a freezer meal, definitely utilize those aluminum foil 9x11 pans, or even a little bit bigger is fine too. You can just put more noodles, totally fine. But for this purpose, since I'm making the casserole, this quart dish is gonna work out great. My noodles are done, and since I am doing this as a casserole, I'm just gonna dump the noodles in, dump the sauce in and the cheese. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm only doing about half the noodles that you could use. You can use a full container, a full box of noodles. I'm just tonight for my family, I'm just doing some leftover noodles that I had, and then the full sauce recipe because my guys like a little bit extra meaty. This one is extra meaty and saucy, but just normal, like I said, normal. You know, you'd use, 3 layers of spaghetti, lasagna noodles, or a whole package. But this is extra meaty, and maybe if you have a small family, maybe this would work for you too. Or what you could do is use a whole bag of noodles and then cut it in half. Make one for now, freeze one for later in a tinfoil dish. And I like lots of cheese. I do about 2 cups of Monterey Jack and 2 cups of mozzarella. This will go in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes or until brown and bubbly. If you're doing this from frozen, it'll go straight from frozen for about an hour at 350. My house isn't clean. I have no makeup on. My kid's watching Scooby-Doo. Other one's napping. But you know what? I can make some yummy food for my family. That's pretty special. And if you're not able to make food for your family, if you're eating takeout every day, that's fine too. You do what you got to do to get through this time right now. I have to tell you a funny story. Yesterday, we decided we were going to go to Popeyes, which is like, it's in a town that's like, I don't know, it's like a 10-minute freeway drive away from here. I was like, let's go to Popeyes. We've never been there before. Supposedly the chicken sandwich is amazing. We pull up and there's no drive-through. So my husband and I, we have both kids in the car. We're not going to walk in. So guess what? We had McDonald's. And that's okay. Because you know what? My 1-year-old ate chicken nuggets and loved them. My 4-year-old ate his cheeseburger, the whole thing, which is rare. He ate dinner. That's all I care about. Because dinner time, any meal time, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, is a battle. Especially with my 4-year-old. Oh well, we ate takeout. Now he wants more pretzel sticks. I've never made it in this quart dish before, this 3-quart dish, but I am thinking this might be my go-to thing if I decide to make a half recipe like I did today. I'm gonna let this cool. I'm gonna put the salad together, that I slaved over from Costco. And when my husband comes home from work, then we'll have dinner together as a family. Just wanted to share about the pot holders I have. My sister-in-law, one of my sister-in-laws, I have many. One of my sister-in-laws got me these for Christmas this year, and I love them. She knows I love pineapples. Pineapples are my thing, and I love purple. And then the 2 pot holders that I'm using underneath, My grandma actually made for me probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 years ago. Anyway, they're super fun. This is so yummy and ooey gooey. Like, normally the consistency is perfect with the lasagna. Like, I don't need to do double the sauce like I did today with the pasta. But this, with the lasagna bake with the noodles like a casserole, oh, so good. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear if you make this recipe as the casserole or as the traditional lasagna. Let me know in the comments down below. And also, come follow me on Instagram at Mrs. Brown Bear Mama.